If nobody wants to date single moms, how we all got boyfriends? If nobody wants to date single moms, how we all got boyfriends?
Okay.
Somebody is lying on this app, because I will have my daughter in my arms and I will have somebody come ask me out. And I'll just be like, oh, well, like, you know I got a kid, right? And they're like, all right, cool. What kind of snacks you like?
Okay.
So somebody is lying. I need all the men that say that men don't want single moms to come forward.
Okay.
Because y'all lying.
Hey people, how y'all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing fantastic and great. That video got a lot of people talking, like most of the men have responded to this, and let me know what you think about the video down in the comment section. Do you agree with what the sister said, that most men are talking about how single women can find a man and all that, but most times men are chasing single women? Do you agree with this statement, that men chase single mothers, even though society makes us feel like when you're a single mother, no man wants you and all that? This video has gotten a lot of people responding, but I want to know your own take on this down in the comment section. I have so much to say about this video, but yeah, go down in the comment section and share your own thought. But before we go on and hear some of these men's respond and people's response to these statements, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. We post video every single day, 2 videos every single day, and we have amazing conversation. You don't want to miss it, so go ahead and subscribe to this channel. So let's go check out people's thoughts on this.
If nobody wants to date single moms, how we all got boyfriends?
Because you look good.
Somebody is lying on...
I really want to be respectful saying this, but it's because you guys look good. Like, ladies, y'all know how a lot of men think. They think with the bottom head and not the top head. So if they see an attractive woman and she says, oh, I have a kid, what does that have to do with his end goal? That's what I need some of you to think about. Think about how that man treats you, comes to you, and how involved he's truly trying to be in your life. Is he just doing what he needs to do to get into your pants? Or is he doing what he needs to do to build a family since you already have a little one? We have never said that y'all don't look good. Some of the most prettiest women in the world are single moms because they got trapped by an evil dude when they was younger. Yes, that's a real thing. So yes, men will still approach you. Men are definitely going to still talk to you. But I just need some of you to think, which head is this man thinking with? Is he thinking with this head, or is he thinking with that bottom head? What is he there for? Is he there to help you build and nurture a child, or is he there just to have fun? I'm saying this in the most respectful way.
If nobody wants to date single moms, how we all got boyfriends? Somebody...
All right, let me try to answer your question for you. First of all, I think when we said no one, we means that you got a low percentage out there. We don't mean like actually like no one. They just suckers, okay? They just suckers and simps. Let you know. All right, second is that it's a hurdle that we got to get through, because we rather date someone with no baggage than someone with baggage. And let me explain the baggage for you. Because one thing is the baby daddy. Is the baby daddy still around? Do you hate him? Like, what the drama in that? Do we really want to get into that? That's some questions that we got to ask. And then we do not want to ruin the kid's life. Because, like, we don't know, like, are you going to really take us seriously? Or are we seriously going to be in it? Like, we got to be 1,000% in it. And I know, unless we have, like, our baggage ourselves, then we get, like, okay, baggage on baggage, we can match up, okay? But yeah, but then lastly, also with the baby daddy, is that we don't want to deal with the comparison. Like, you probably compare it like, oh, like, he did this to me, or, like, my baby daddy was like this, you know, and that. Like, we don't want to, like, deal with that. Like, we want a clean slate, and it's hard to have a clean slate when you have that into you, or that situation. But I hope I explained it all clearly. Let me know y'all in the comments if y'all all agree, us guys out there.
If nobody wants to date single moms, how we all got boyfriends?
Oh.
Somebody is lying on this app.
Before my father abandoned me, he told me something about single moms that always stuck with me. He said, son, when you get to my age and you're dating, you're going to want to start dating single moms. And I'm like, Dad, why? Single moms, why? And he said, 1, they always have some sort of snack in the kitchen. He was like laughing about that one. He said, 2, more importantly, There's a reason someone put a baby in them, and he could not be more right. People say someone being a single mother is a big red flag, and that couldn't be a bigger lie, okay? It's actually a green flag. You see a woman with a child, that is a walking positive Yelp review. Because think about it, as a man, biologically speaking, when you see something and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to plate my genetics into this, it has to be a good thing, right? There could be a woman that I'm not really attracted to whatsoever, but if I find out she's a single mom, I have got to go see what the hype's about. Because you really shouldn't judge a book by its cover, okay? Like sometimes you have to get in there, meaning like into her life, and then all of a sudden you see, you're like, ah, yeah, this is why he did it. You have to trust your fellow man, okay? You have to trust that it was reasonable for him to put a baby inside her, you know? It's just got, my only problem with single mothers is the kids, okay? Like the kids themselves, like some of them got weird kids, and it's like, why you, bro, like there was this one who literally walked into the room, and like he looked at me, and he looked at his mom, and he was like, can I have some yogurt? Like, bro, like what's wrong with him, bro? Like, oh, like he can at least say like what's up or something. I don't know. But yeah, single moms, W, got my stamp of approval. You're welcome. It's just
lying on his app because I will have my daughter in my arms and I will have somebody come ask me out. And I just be like, oh, well, like, you know I got a kid, right? And they're like, all right, cool. What kind of snacks you like?
Look, man. Now, I'm going to be very honest about this topic. Because at the end of the day, I mean, hell, my wife was a single mother. I never had an issue dating single mothers. And I think outside of the internet and podcasts that most dudes really don't. Or at least they used to not. And women kind of did that to themselves. And couple that with Red Pill podcasts like today's is probably not. But dudes still would date single mothers. And do. But to her point, it's a series of things, man. Because I mean, back in my day, you know, I understood that, yeah, big women and single mothers was easy. Like, if I was ever in a dry spell and down on hard times, I knew I could always hit up a single mother or a big woman. Don't get mad. This is just the truth. You know, and with the big chicks, it was always like, you know, I wasn't ugly. So if I dealt with them, they was just ready to go. Because they didn't know when the next time they was going, they would be hungry for attention. And then back then, they always had good personalities. Like now, they be thinking, that's here nor there. And then like single mothers, they didn't know when the next time, you know what I'm saying? They be always on go. They be primed and ready, boy. Them kids make that immaculate. And then, you know what I'm saying? Boy, let a baby mama be mad at her baby daddy. Oh, let a baby mama finally get a weekend away from them kids. Boy, you went for a good weekend, ain't it? And, you know, single mothers tend to be attractive because they're single, but they got pregnant for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And most dudes, and you look at their baby daddies, and their baby daddies never match their preferences now because you be like, well, what the fuck was he? And but it be them. I tell you, I call them turtle dudes. They the dudes that catch them off a bad breakup. You know what I'm saying? Catch them when they down and bad, and they just looking for some affection. They get treated right by the ugly dude. You know what I'm saying? Or pretending by it, and then he like, dang, she the baddest chick I ever had. I gotta get her pregnant. Because she wake up because he gonna get full of himself. Or she gonna wake up out of that rut and start going back to what she used to and seeing what she used to and be like, why am I with him? And then he start either feeling himself or be like, dang, what am I gonna do to control her and keep her? Because I'm not used to having bad bees. So he gonna get her pregnant because that's the only way that they can keep them forever. They will forever, even if they break up, they will forever tied together. And he gonna normally be the problematic baby daddy. But most dudes never, like, I didn't care about dating single mothers. It just came to either, it was usually never the woman. It was either their issues, like how they were with their kids, or it was their baby daddies. So that's usually why I would be like, okay, and I would get tired of it. But as far as dealing with them, like, I never had an issue. See, and maybe because if it's not the baby daddy, it's how they are with their kids, and how, like, if we getting serious, it turns in, it's you, like the ones that will remind you, like, it's us versus, like, you're just an addition. So, like, that gets tiring instead of looking at it like, well, you're going to be the one that is leading this family type shit, whatever. Like, but you couple that with today in 2024 with podcasts, you know, bitches like Sprinkle, and, you know, and the topics that we talk about, it's devalued. Like, single mothers have overinflated themselves, and the dudes, you know what I'm saying, have caught on to the game, and the dudes that didn't, you know, have access to women try to get a part of the game. Like, oh, I'm just gonna talk to, like, the podcast that told the men, like, since you're single with no children and you have a good job, you're better than those single mothers. And it's like, because that doesn't mean you get access to any woman. And like, even like, just because you got a good job or just because you don't have children doesn't put you above a woman that is attractive and can usually get whatever type of man she wants just because she got a kid or two. Because you supposed to go talk to the single mother, because you're still ugly, you're still short, you're still out of shape. So, like, podcasts have jacked it up for both sides. These internet topics have jacked it up for both sides. But outside the internet in real life, I think most dudes really don't care. It just be how y'all are with y'all kids and then y'all baby daddies. Because stepdaddies and men who want to be stepfathers used to get treated with respect and, like, honored. And now they get, you know, treated as licks and simps. So, I mean, ladies, y'all kind of did it to yourself.
If nobody wants to date single moms, how we all got boyfriends? Somebody.
All right, let me help you out. You single moms have boyfriends, but it's not the boyfriends that you want. I'm going to point blank tell you that right now. The men that you want that have the stability, that can provide for you and your child, that's what you want, right? Yeah, I am that man, but I don't want y'all. That's the funny part. The dream that y'all want, I already earned it. My wife is living it right now. But you see, men like me, we have woken up. We're too smart for this. We understand that is not our child. We're not going to pay for a child that's not ours. We're not going to pay the child support system for something that we did not do. And this is exactly why we avoid y'all and pick women that either have adult children, or if the men want to have their own families, they much rather pay child support for a child that is biologically theirs. If they have to pay child support, the child is very best that the child belongs to them. So they have, and best that they get married first so they can establish the rights to the children, because unmarried fathers have no rights. So it is important to get married before you have children, so you can establish and establish everything, including the rights to your children. And then when you get, should you get divorced, the court system will automatically do the child support calculations or whatever, but that's your flesh and blood. That's a lot different and a lot better than taking care of some kid that will never appreciate you, and then you get put on child support for a kid that don't belong to you. That don't make no sense at all whatsoever. So this is why men are avoiding y'all completely. The men that you want, the men that you guys get with, are the men that don't have any other options. As a man that's made it in life, I have plenty of options. I chose my wife. So I chose her, and I married her within 12 months because I put a $2,000 ring on her finger, asked her to marry me, and then she said yes. And then we followed through and got married. I still owe her, even though we did the Justice of the Peace, I still owe her a bigger ceremony later on that I promised that I was going to pay for. And it's gonna be it's not gonna be a wedding, but it's gonna be a renewal of our vows is what that's gonna be. So that being said, and I did promise a little party and something to celebrate us being married later on, and she's getting a new car out of me and everything. So you see, when a man loves a woman, she benefits greatly from that. But when we just don't care, the answer is no. I'm out of here.
Is it just me? This last creator literally just made everything about that question all about him. Please let me know down in the comment section what you think about this conversation about single mothers, men not wanting them. What are your thoughts down in the comment section? Do you agree? Do you disagree? And if you agree or you disagree, what are your reasons behind your own answer? I would love to know what you think, but please keep it respectful here on this channel. We are allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. We're just here to have amazing conversation. And before I go on, I just want to say thank you guys so much for always making this place a safe space to have conversation without calling each other's name and being respectful. You guys are amazing here on this channel, and I do thank you guys. So yeah, here's my own thought on this conversation. First of all, I just want to say that I feel like it's a society thing. The way you guys know, I don't like the structure society has set and everything. I personally, especially when it has to do with women, I want to deconstruct it and unlearn it and dislearn it, and generally, because the way society has portrayed being a single mother, that has really affected a lot of women from moving from toxic relationship that does not serve them, because the way society has always gone with this narrative that if you're a single mother, no man wants you, no man wants to be with you. So that thought, that fear has kept a lot of women in marriages, in relationship that's not for them, because you're just like, who's going to accept me and my kids? But also, that is where we always talk about how women should be very intentional about who they choose to have kids with and if they want to have kids, because society has pushed that narrative. But do I really think that single mothers don't get men approach them? I don't think so. I feel like there are a lot of men that are attracted to single mothers for whatever reason. There's this talk about being a married woman. No man wants you. I'm a married woman, and I know you don't want to go there. Okay, so there's a lot of idea or a lot of stuff that has been put out there saying that, oh, as a woman, and once you get married, once you have children, nobody wants you, da 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 da. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. And I feel like the way you carry yourself, the way you move yourself, because some of like the last creator say like, oh, the man you want to know, is the way you carry yourself determine the type of man you're going to attract, whether you have kids or no kid. Look at Sierra, for example. If we're talking about baby mama, we're talking about single mothers. Look at Sierra, for example. Sierra had Future Junior, and yet Russell Williams still went for her, loved her hope. Like we see, yes, I know we're not into the relationship. I know that we're not in their household, but the way they moved, like I really do admire them. I'm not one of those people that admire a lot of celebrity, but the way that man took in Future Junior and has raised him as his son, that's immaculate. And a lot of people will say, oh, Ciara did it. And some people call because Ciara is a celebrity and all that. No, it's because Ciara did the work, know who she is, and then attract the type of man that she needs in her life. And that's it. So ladies, whether you are a single mother, if you still want to be in a relationship, whether you're a single mother, whether you have so many kids, whether you just go out from a relationship or a marriage and you feel like no man wants you, girl, go take care of yourself, do the work, heal yourself, and dwell yourself in a positive energy, take care of yourself, love yourself, and then you will attract somebody that's going to genuinely want you for who you are, not because just trying to play mind games. Do you guys notice how a lot of the men were talking about how some men intentionally want to impregnate women just because they want to trap the women, just because they feel like the woman that's a good woman, they want to trap her? Guys, that's what we've been talking about here. And that's why we say be very intentional, ladies. Don't just do it with just anybody. Don't just have it with just anybody. Don't, when I mean have it, both sex, having children, don't. Even marriage, don't. Give yourself that value, because a lot of these men, they are just like out there. Not all of them, but a lot of them are just like, you know what? The only way I'm going to lock her down. The only way I'm going to lock her down is her having a child. This is something that happened a lot in my society, in my culture, how a lot of men just lock a lot of women down with pregnancy and having children. And a lot of them would tell them, man, nobody's going to want you with this child, so you can't go anywhere. It's a trap, ladies. It's a trap. Having a child, and then you now have a child with somebody that don't like you, or somebody that don't treat you right. It's from hell. So ladies, like I always say here on this channel, always and always put yourself first. Always put yourself first. Ask yourself, does this benefit me? Is this what I want? can I do this all by myself? Am I fine with this? Do I love myself? Like, it should be all about what you want, how you want it, not because the way society expects you to move. Don't move with society. Society is not going to be there when the push and shove comes for you. Don't move with society. And that's one thing I'm trying to appreciate. Like, yeah, society already have this expectation as a woman, as a young girl, how you're going to go from your parents' house, go to school, from school get a man that, oh, if you don't have a man, you'll be lonely. If you don't have a children, nobody's going to take care of you in old age. It's all lie. Your destiny is in your own hand. You make something amazing out of it. You make something amazing out of it. You see all those lies that they've told us in society as women to put fear in us, to control us. It's all a lie. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Hustle. Get your bag up. And you will attract the right things for you. The right person for you, if that's your thing. Have kids because you want to have kids. Not because one person don't want, somebody want, because you want to lock somebody in. Ladies, be smart. And if you have kids, girl, be out there and live your best life. Take care of yourself. A man that's for you will be for you. A man that is going to take care of you and respect you will do that. But you have to love and respect yourself first. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. I love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section. But please keep it respectful as always. Go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to put out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl. Yeah, so go ahead and do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.